Hey everybody, it's Angie and welcome to Hot and Flashy. In today's video I've got my faves and fails for the month of November. You know, I always love this video because we get to go over everything that I tried and tested during the previous month. I tell you what I liked and what I didn't like. There are always a few fails. I'm always so disappointed in that, but you know, can't like everything. So let's get started in skincare. The first thing for skincare is this Paula's Choice 2% BHA liquid exfoliant. I had just introduced this into my skincare routine when I did my new updated skincare routine video back in October. And if you didn't see those videos, I'll link those up here as well. There's a morning one and an evening one. And since I had just started using it, I wasn't like 100% raving about it. I was like, it's optional. You don't necessarily need it. I'm going to try it because, as you know, my pores and my texture are kind of like my biggest skincare concern currently. I feel like I've got my wrinkles under control really well with Curology and all the other things that I use, but still my enlarged pores because of all the sun damage really bug me. And I had heard great things about this. I really wanted to work in a salicylic acid because it's an exfoliator, but it exfoliates inside your pores. I've been using it for just over a month now, and I gotta say, I think it's doing a pretty good job. It's not like it gave me, you know, glass skin or completely smooth poreless skin overnight, but after a month of using it, I think I am seeing like a difference in the size of my pores. I think they do look a little bit more refined. I gotta say, this has been great. It's not drying at all. I was a little nervous about that at first because the ones I have tried in the past have been drying, and this one, nope, no drying. And if you want to see how I use it, you can see that in the evening skincare routine. You know, so far so good. I'm liking the results I'm seeing with it. I feel like my skin looks overall smoother. Then you guys know how I always am battling with my neck irritation. So this month I had like double irritation. My neck was super irritated for about a week there, and my whole chest got completely irritated. When I was trying to treat that and help my skin to get better quicker, I had run out of the thing that I usually use for that purpose, which is the La Roche-Posay B5 balm, but it comes in the tiniest tube. And I gotta say, with as often as my neck is irritated, I go through it so fast, and I had run out, and I was like, oh no, I didn't, you know, it was nighttime, I was doing my skincare, and I was like, what am I going to use? And I had a little tube of Aquaphor in my bathroom and rubbed it all over my neck and chest. I mean, it is like rubbing literal grease on yourself. So I had to put my hair up to go to sleep. Wasn't a problem with my sheets and pillowcases because, of course, you know, I sleep on my back. But when I woke up in the morning, the irritation had gone down by like 50%. And I continued to use it every night until the irritation was completely gone. And usually that irritation would last a lot longer and be a lot harder to get rid of. Anyway, this is the product that's a fave. It is the Aquaphor. You can get it in the tube, you can get it in the tub, but this stuff is great. So that was it for skincare. Not too much going on there this month. But before we go into makeup, I wanted to talk about one hair care product, and that is this Dry Bar Triple Sec 3-in-1. It's a dry shampoo, I guess, and it texturizes, amplifies, and refreshes. I currently didn't have a dry shampoo that I was using and loving, but I was feeling like I really needed one because as the humidity dropped, so did the volume in my hair. And I went on this blogger boondoggle trip just to see some of my blogger friends in Houston. And while I was there, I was like, oh, does anybody have a dry shampoo I can use? This came out of somebody's suitcase. I think it was Lisa at Lisa D1, and I got the chance to use it there, and I really liked it. It smells so good, and it really does help to amplify your hair. So I've even been using it when my hair is freshly washed because there's just no humidity in the air and my hair is so flat. So I basically just like lift up a little section up here and spray it at the roots and then kind of scrunch it up a little bit, and it just gives my hair extra volume. So that's a good one. All right, let's move on from skincare into makeup. The bulk of the makeup today is going to be eyeshadows. So let me talk about the less neutral palette first, and that is the Tati Beauty palette. This is her Volume 1 Textured Neutrals. This was a big launch that happened in November. I bought this on launch day, and I was so excited to review it for you guys. It's got a whopper of a mirror. It's a beautiful palette with lots and lots of eyeshadows in it. You know, since I did a dedicated review on this one, I'm not going to say too much about it, but I will, of course, link it up here. For me, this palette was a real mixed bag. I had a little bit of a hard time working with some of the mattes. I'd say for me, the most successful row on this are the metallics here. They are gorgeous. The glitters up here, I just don't have that much use for. I did wear them, I did try them. I think they looked really pretty once I got them on, but I did have a lot of fallout with them, which I've heard a lot of other people didn't have. All of the colors lean very, very warm once you put them on your skin. Hopefully in the next palette she's going to do something maybe a little bit more on the cool side. If you love glitter and shimmer and everything, you know, fun and girly about makeup, then you will love this palette. Of the three neutral palettes, I gotta say that my favorites are the Sephora I Love palette and the Marc Jacobs Glambition palette. This one is definitely my ultimate favorite out of all of them, but of course it is spendy and it's not on sale anymore. But I just feel like these Marc Jacobs palettes are so just sleek and perfect and beautiful. This is the second one that I own. This is the Glambition palette. It's definitely a neutral palette, and it is, in my book, a perfect neutral palette. Like, it has got the perfect crease blending color that's not too dark. That's this one right here, the second one. I know it looks really light. It comes out perfect on the eye to be just the perfect above the crease blending color, but then you can deepen it up with this taupey brown here, and it's a perfect taupe. Then you've got a couple of shimmers. It's got a golden shimmer here and a pink shimmer here, then more of a dark brown, almost a maroony color, and a really deep dark black with a little shimmer that you can apply with a wet brush as eyeliner. So I've been using this like nonstop since I got it. This is the one that I'm wearing today, and I gotta say, these shimmer colors I am so impressed with, because usually in order to get any payoff with the shimmers, you have to apply them with the finger. And I put this pink on with a brush today, and it just gave me such great like satiny shimmer and such great color payout just with the brush that I was really impressed with it. Then my second favorite from the Sephora sale is going to be the Sephora Collection I Love palette. This one is a really cute little palette. I think the price point on these are great. This one is the medium cool palette. Kind of like the Tati palette, it goes on warmer on my eyes, and it gets a little bit dark a little bit fast. I wish that there was a color between this one and this one to be that like above the fold crease blending color, but this is kind of similar to the Marc Jacobs palette in that it gives you like three beautiful shimmers that are very neutral. I've really been enjoying using this palette. I actually want to buy the light cool palette of this and see how that one is. So the most expensive palette that I got was the Tom Ford palette. I was looking at getting one of these quads, and I gotta say, for the money, the packaging is probably the most impressive thing about this. It's big, and the pans are really big, and it's really feels substantial and luxe. I had asked you guys what shade I could get because I was looking at two other colors, and everyone recommended this one, Cocoa Mirage, which is really, really pretty. I was really excited about that taupe color as the crease blending color, and then these two are good and this one's great. But there's no shimmer in here, so it's kind of, for me, an incomplete palette, and that's generally the problem I have with the high-end palettes, is that, you know, it's a quad, and so you don't get enough shades in it. For a high-end palette, I really love the little Dior palettes because you get the fifth color in here, so you get enough variety in the shades that you get, you know, something that's light enough to blend in the crease, but then you get something darker to deepen it up, and you get something lighter to put on, you know, the movable lid. And then the last eyeshadow palette that I wanted to show you is the Bare Minerals Gen Nude neutral palette. For a neutral palette, for me, this one leans very pink, but nevertheless, this is a beautiful palette and I love it. I did a tutorial for you guys this month using this palette, and it was like just a really like soft, glowy fall tutorial. Really came out nice. I'll link that up here too in case you want to see that one. You know, it's just easy to use. It's small and it has the right colors. It's really, really good. They're really easy to blend. There's not a lot of fallout. You know, I think the price point is good. They have a few different colorways on this, like there is a rosier one that's even pinkier than this one. I wish they had more of a neutral one. What I used on top of that in that tutorial that came out looking so pretty and that I'm a big fan of now starting this month is the Stila liquid eyeshadows. This one is in Kitten. Ooh, look at the reflectiveness on that. It really gives you that like wet eyelid look. I love that. So if you just put on like a matte eyeshadow for day and you're going out, you can just whip this out of your purse, tap a little bit on your eyeshadow, and then bam, you're ready to go out for cocktails or in the evening. It can amp you up for a holiday look. This would be a beautiful shadow for holidays. It comes in a bunch of different colors. Also in that makeup tutorial video, I had on the same lippy that I'm wearing today, and that lippy is made with the Stila Stay All Day liquid lipsticks, and these have been a favorite of mine for a long time. I hadn't been using them a lot lately, but I pulled them out for this video and I really, you know, like love them again. Like every time I use them, I love them. They really stay in place well. They're not drying. They're very matte though, so I do like to top them off with just a little hit of my Buxom Full-On Lip Cream. You know, I always love that. That is always a favorite. The color I have it on today is in Blushing Margarita. That's one of my faves. I actually put on 2 of these. I know, you guys, if you're only going to get one, I would get Sheer Patina. It's a very nude pink, very understated, but I like to tone it down when I've got more of a neutral eye look going on. And so I got this one called Carmelo, and this one on my lips alone, I don't love. It's just a little bit too pale. If I go too pale with a nude lipstick, it just doesn't look good. So I've been putting on the Sheer Patina and then topping it with Carmelo and then topping that with the Buxom. Okay, now you know when you have too much makeup, when you're like using 3 lippies, 4 eyeliners, but you know, I like creating like the new combinations of things. You get like a custom color that nobody else has. Sticking with the Stila theme, I found a new Holy Grail foundation, you guys. I don't know if you missed that video. I don't know how you could. I was like shouting it from the rafters. It is the Stila Hide and Chic foundation, and I love this stuff. This is alcohol free, it's fragrance free, it's not drying. I think it would be really great for people with dry skin, and it just has the most beautiful, like, lit from within glow to it. It's, you know, I don't really like luminous things, and this is a little bit luminous, so I do have to powder it a little bit, and it doesn't look like makeup sitting on the skin. We all just want to look prettier, and we all just want our skin to look better, but not like heavy makeup, and this is so good. So I will link that review up here for you as well. How many links have I done? I can only do 5 per video, so sometimes I say like 6 or 7 and then I'm like, uh-oh, I'm pointing up there and I can't do it. So Kind of a Fail is a product that was in last month's Faves and Fails as a fave. It's the IT Cosmetics Your Skin But Better Primer Oil-Free Makeup Gripping Base. And I was raving about this last month because I love it and I still love it and I'm still using it every day. But when I bought this, I checked the ingredients on it on the Sephora website, and nowhere on the ingredient list does it say that this contains SD alcohol. Well, one of my viewers wrote in and she said that she bought it off of the IT Cosmetics website, and on the ingredients it says that SD alcohol is like the 3rd or 4th ingredient in here. And so she wrote in and asked me what I thought, and I checked the Sephora website and sure enough it's still not there, but on the IT Cosmetics website there it is, 3rd ingredient. Oh my god. And I was like, oh no, I can't believe it. So, you know, I really do think that sometimes SD alcohol in skincare can be drying a little bit to older skin. But I gotta say, it's so funny because it has the opposite effect on my skin. Like when I put this on with whatever foundation I use it with, it makes my skin look plumper and more hydrated. So I did want to let you know in case you are absolutely opposed to SD alcohol high on the ingredient list. But if you tried it and you liked it, you know, I would still continue to use it. I am continuing to use it. I did use it today. I love this stuff. It's really good. I did do Foundation Friday on the Anastasia Luminous Foundation, and for me this wasn't like a huge fail. It wasn't also a huge fave either. Like, I liked how it looked on my skin when I first applied it and for maybe the first hour, but after that it went downhill really fast on me, and instead of having like a smoothing blurring effect, which is what it had in the beginning, then it started like sinking into my pores and accentuating every pore and every ripple and every piece of texture. So by the end of the day I didn't like it. I couldn't really get it to wear that well, but I did get feedback from a lot of people on that video that a lot of people love this. It's their new holy grail. So, you know, everyone's skin is different, so I'm always all in for you finding what you love with your skin. So the last thing that I got in the Sephora sale that I wanted to show you guys is this little brush kit. I just love this thing, and I especially love this holder that it comes in. I love the color on it. It's an 8-brush kit, and it's great for travel, and as I demoed in my holiday gift guide video, you can fold this back and then toggle this little toggle and it will stay like this, and then it stands up on your vanity and your brushes are right there ready to be used. And the real high point of this one for me are the face brushes. Like, 3 of these are the perfect shapes that I absolutely love. So it's got a fan brush for highlighter. It's got a really nicely shaped bronzer brush for getting like right in and sculpting out those cheekbones. It's got a really great angled blush brush. I love one of those. And then it has 4 really nice, very usable eyeshadow brushes. So it's a great little brush set, would make a great Christmas gift. Last thing in beauty that I wanted to show you guys is this brush washer from Tao Clean. You know, Tao Clean makes the Aura Orbital cleansing brush that I've been using for years, and they sent me this about 6 months ago, I want to say, and it's been sitting in a box in my pile of PR stuff to try. And I had all these brushes to wash, and I was like, wait a minute, I'm going to get out that brush washer and see if it works. Basically what you do is this top part comes off, and you fill this one with water, and it has little soap pods that come with it. So you drop a pod in there and it will dissolve on its own. So you pull this part out of here, and this is what holds your brush, and you kind of have to match it up with the size of the hole. So the one drawback to this is that you have to put in 6 brushes that match the sizes of the holes here. So you can't wash like 6 eyeshadow brushes at once. You can wash 3 eyeshadow brushes and 3 face brushes, but when you have a lot of brushes to clean, it's really convenient. You buckle them in with their little seat belt, you take the thing and you drop it into the base, press the button, and in 2 minutes, your brushes come out nice and clean. Anyway, I just loved it. It really saved me like an hour at least of standing at the sink hand washing brushes. So thanks my friends at Tao for sending that over 6 months ago. Sorry it took me so long to get around to using it. And I have a discount code on it. So I'll put the discount code right down here, and it's also in the info box below the video. All right, so let's move over to clothes and accessories. I did a little sweater video, and it was a mix of sweaters from Amazon and Nordstrom, a couple other stores. But anyway, this has become one of my favorites. I wear this guy all the time. This is one of the Amazon sweaters, and I love it. It's just kind of a, you know, looser, boxy sweater. I like to do a half tuck with it. If I can link that video, I'll link that one here too. But I like it that it's got this nice big open V, so you saw me like fiddling with it the entire video. But what I love about it is that it also has a V in the back, and it's just so pretty. So such a great sweater, and it's really soft and really nice. There was another sweater from that video that you guys loved the most, and that was this big star sweater. It actually came in a few different colors. This one isn't like as soft as this one, but it's a nice sweater too, and it has a little star on each of the sleeves, and then the back is just plain. So this is like the oatmeal color, and it also came in a bunch of other colors, so I'll link that in the info box below the video. And then the last thing, I can't remember if I've shown these in a Faves and Fails yet, but I got these for the fall lookbook, these boots, and I wore them all through the fall. I'm still wearing them. I wore them to Thanksgiving dinner. It was basically this outfit: jeans, a white sweater, these boots, and some pretty necklaces. And so anyway, I just love these boots. They're like a mid-calf boot, so the height on them is so nice. The heel is a great height. I get so many compliments on them everywhere I wear them, but I love just all these little belts. And these came in a few different colors. They come in like a faux suede as well. They come in black, more of a cognac color, and these are like a $45 price point on Amazon, so love those. And that's it. So that brings us to the end of another Faves and Fails. I hope you found the video helpful and informative. If you did, go ahead and give it a like. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and of course hit the notification bell while you're down there. So as always, I thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate your watching, and I will see you in the next video. So have a great day, everybody. Take care. Bye-bye.